And now, more with Social Women with your hosts, Pat Cruz, Amy Diaz, and Bronwyn Dannenfelser.
And I was all excited because I knew that coming up this week that I was going to finally get my friend Amy Beauchamp from TD Bank on with us because we've been talking about getting TD on here for a while now.
Yes, you've been very popular in our Social Women office. It's like, when is Amy coming in? When's Amy coming in?
Thank you.
Well,
I'm feeling the love.
Well, we do love you, and the reason why is because since the inception of this show, we have been talking about marketing and women and how the women's position as marketers and our influence in the buying arena, because it's so big, has changed the way that people actually have to do business. So a lot of these old places, we've talked to people in the auto industry and everything else, have had to switch how they market to women, how they treat their customers, and TD was one of the first places that I thought of because you have taken the banking world and turned it upside down with the way that you treat your customers. So Amy, I'm going to talk to you about that, but first, can you just give us a little bit of a background about who you are and what you do at TD?
Oh, absolutely. I moved to Rhode Island about 2 years ago to start up our Rhode Island market here. It's a new market for us. We've opened 4 stores. We hope to grow to 25 stores, retail stores. We call them stores because we're open 361 days a year, 7 days a week, and we have the longest banking hours in our market.
So that means you're open earlier than most banks are open, and you're open late. Well, it's
correct.
You say that open later, so that if you're like late getting out of work, you can still make it today. So have you liked coming and being part of our little Rhode Island community here?
Oh, I love it. It's, like I said, 2 years ago, the bank approached me with the opportunity to move to Rhode Island. I had really only been here one other time, and I just felt that it was the right move for me, and I haven't looked back since. I absolutely love it here, and Rhode Islanders have embraced us with open arms, both the bank and me.
Well, this is like a fun group, because normally when I think of banking, and forgive me, I have a lot of sponsors that are banks in my water fire arena, but I don't really think of fun. I think of kind of boring, usually sometimes intimidating, long lines and tellers that don't look at me, and then confusion. So
I don't enjoy banks because I feel like they're taking my money.
There you go.
I'm like, here's my money, keep it, and I'm never going to see it again. Please take care of it.
Well, and it's cool when you guys came into the market a couple of years ago. So they came into and they sponsored Waterfire before they even built their stores here. But it really did. I remember meeting you, Amy, and finding out about your actual culture at TD, which I wasn't kidding. They've taken banking and turned it upside down, where it is a consumer-based, customer-based industry that you have. So you've got the extended hours, but what is it as well that you've done differently? Because with TD,
well. America's most convenient bank, which is part of TD Bank. It's not just our tagline, but it's our culture. And it's being convenient for our customers, making sure that when our customers come into our stores, that it's an enjoyable experience, that we wow our customers. Our goal is to turn a customer into a fan, so that when they leave, that they feel better than when they came in. And, some of the things we do, we greet our customers at the door when they come in and when they leave. If it's raining out, we run out with our TD umbrellas and we walk them to their cars.
Can we get some TD umbrellas?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
That is so great. That is so great.
It's the little things. Those are the little things that make a big difference.
Absolutely. And when we first got here, it was me going out and talking to people and telling them about TD Bank and who we are as an organization and the type of people that we hire. And now I go to events and people tell me about how much they love the bank. So that's the best compliment that we can get. People tell us that they've never had banking like they've experienced with TD Bank. And the people we hire, they don't necessarily have to have a banking background, as long as they have that passion for the customer service. We have, tools that we use to measure those customer service levels, and Rhode Island was rated the highest in our entire company from Maine to Florida.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, so we have a great group of people.
So what other things do you do? I know I can bring my dog. I bring Abigail.
You can bring your dog?
And she's not a Chihuahua. Abigail is like a big Weimaraner, and we bring her into the store all the time.
It really is a family
Absolutely.
bank.
I love that.
We're one of the 10 largest banks in the country,
Yes.
but we run each of our stores like a neighborhood bank. So each of our stores, the employees in that store, they manage that store, they take care of that community. Any sponsorships that they do are local to that town. So if we're in Providence, the Providence store is doing events and sponsoring events in Providence. So we have dog bowls when the dog comes in case they're thirsty. When they're at the counter, we have dog biscuits. They can come in with a leash or without a leash, and we have, in case you have kids instead of dogs, right now we have candy canes for the holidays. Normally we have lollipops.
Not just for kids, though,
Not-
right?
yeah.
For anyone.
We walk in and we're definitely going to be taking the candy. I can tell you that much. Between Pat and I, we eat more candy all day.
You know what they do?
All
That's the
day.
coolest thing too. Is tell them about the Penny Arcade. This is amazing.
Okay, so we have Penny Arcade, one in each of our stores. It's an interactive coin counting machine, no charge for customers. So if someone wants to come in, have their change counted and turn it into bills, make a deposit. We have a main screen, we call her Penny Arcade, and we have a smaller screen that is interactive for children in case they want to come in and learn about our green LEED certified buildings or any of the banking things that we can offer them. Or, we do a lot of we go into the schools and we teach kids about banking. So everything that we do is interactive with the children. We feel that financial literacy at a young age is always going to work best for families that, we've heard from parents that have said, my son or daughter went to college and they didn't even know how to balance a checkbook. Our goal is to get them when they're 5 so that when they're in college that they're not bouncing any checks.
So we were just talking about, TD Bank and the culture and what you do for women. I have met you're one of the top women here in Rhode Island and in the bank in itself, but I bet you've got a great culture in there with some really high-level women who all foster taking care of each other and really lifting each other up, which is really what we do here and what we want to do is, really create and foster that in our community. What are you guys doing internally at TD that's really turning out such incredible women like yourself?
Well, I recently benefited from a great program that the bank offers, and it is senior leadership, women in leadership. They do what we call speed mentoring, and they come out to different markets within our organization. Now we have 1,300 stores from Maine to Florida, so they make it part of what they do to come out and mentor us. So we'll have 12 of the top leadership women in the bank, and they will come out and get the next level of women to rise up to that next level. So we'll spend 10 minutes with each woman. It's something like speed dating, but it's speed mentoring. And we come with prepared questions, things that we want to know, how we can get to the next level in our career, challenges that they faced that we can learn from. And we just did it here in Rhode Island about a month ago, and I was able to benefit from that tremendously. It was a great experience.
What a great idea for the Women's Expo that you're going to be hosting in February or March. Could TD come in and have people talking about all different services and helping lift women up to another level? Maybe.
Absolutely. I mentioned the WOW Zone program where we go into the school. Each of our stores has a trained employee that goes into the schools and they talk to the kids about banking, and they work with the teacher's curriculum so that the teacher is, they're teaching what the teacher wants them to teach. But we also do financial literacy. We'll go into companies and we'll talk about how to build a business plan, how to apply for your first mortgage, how to clear up your credit, how to do budgeting, and you can, stop in any of our stores and let our people know that there's an interest in that, and we'll make sure that we get you with the right person.
So even just walking off the street, for instance, if I wanted to start up a business, I could, but I'm a little bit daunted. It seems like a daunting process. Could we just walk in and say, for instance, we want to start Social Women Enterprise or something like that? Where do we start? You would just have people that would help us and advise us?
Start at the store, and they'll get you in touch with the right person, because we do everything from lending to wealth management to the regular banking products.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Again, and you're fun. You guys are just.
Those are all great things, which anyone who knows me knows that finances are not my my best quality.
How can you be perfect at everything?
I think spender, not a saver.
You're a little busy too.
Well, we have TD Bank Visa cards that you can buy to spend that money with.
I need someone to just handle it for me.
Surprisingly, I must say that I am very good with my bank account.
You are.
Good.
I tend to spend, yes, but I'm good with managing my money. Or at least I think so.
I think one of the most satisfying things that I've experienced being in the bank is when we go into the schools and we teach kids about banking. Sometimes they'll come in because we have a youth savings account for kids. They can open it with a low minimum balance. They'll come in with their parents to open the account, and sometimes the parents have never had an account. So it's like you're changing this whole wave of how families are banking and doing their, they're not going to check cashing companies anymore. Now that they feel comfortable coming into the bank because of their children.
That's a great thing.
Is that a good Christmas present? I've got like a lot of stepchildren, but they're all older. Is that a good Christmas present still? Did your grandparents ever get you like a little passbook and a new account at like a bank and give that to you? I had one my Nana gave me, and every year she'd put money in it.
I had a Nana.
Yeah, Nanas are awesome like that. But wouldn't that be neat? Like, I think I've got a lot of grandkids too. Maybe.
Well,
That's
we
something to
have
consider.
we have TD Bank piggy banks. They're not piggies, but they're little TD banks that you can come in and get, and the
And
kids
put some
can
money
save
in
with
it.
that. Yeah.
Hey, that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
I
And during
like
the
that.
holidays, we have elf hats that were given to the kids in the stores.
Can I get one?
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
Elf
umbrella,
hats and umbrellas. I'll be
umbrella
back.
and elf hats.
Now let's talk about hiring, because you're opening up another store, so
Yes,
you're going to be
yes.
bringing some more jobs.
That's a little teaser for what I was just gonna say, huh?
Okay, maybe.
I guess we might as well just turn it to Job of the Week right now, shouldn't we?
All right. This is my favorite part of the show.
Here's the Social Women Job of the Week.
Actually, so as Amy was saying, this leads right into our jobs of the week and our nod to TD Bank for bringing a lot of jobs to Rhode Island and about to bring, you're hiring 10 more people, right, Amy, in January?
That's right. And we opened 4 stores this year, and we were able to hire 100 people between our commercial lenders who sit right in Rhode Island. But our job of the week is our Warwick store is opening the first quarter of 2012.
Tellers, assistant managers.
We hired 10 to 12 employees per store. We need to fully staff that store, and we've hired the manager, so we're looking for store manager, store supervisor, head teller, tellers, customer service officers, and financial service reps.
So you're looking for outgoing people. As you said, you don't necessarily have to have a background in banking, but you have to have passion and know-how and smarts and a good personality.
That's right.
How
We'll
can-
train them.
Yeah. How can they get in touch with somebody to
Go right on our website, tdbank.com, and click on the careers. Just look for Rhode Island.
All right, so there's 10 jobs coming up right in the new year, so that's a nice way to kind of kick off the new year. If you're looking for something too, great group to work with. And Amy, thank you so much. You're awesome, and I love the whole TV team.
Oh, thank you. My pleasure.